Our next Ignite speaker is joining us from Boston. He's an OpenShift product manager going to be talking about Please Fail, which is not something you hear a lot. Here is Guedes Rettori. All right.
So also like to thank Catherine because my talk was yesterday, and I mean it's good to see that we are human beings, we have problems, and sometimes things change, right? So she was able to move me today, so thank you very much on this. So this talk is about it's about success, but more than success, this talk is about failure, and especially the mistakes that we made when we think that success and failure are two different paths. Two different roads. So you should not think of them being as two different roads. Think ourselves about a river. Just have yourselves a river in mind, which is something that's very organically created. I mean, nature has created that river through the years. The river has many affluents, and you cannot tell that the river has not served its purpose, even though taking so much different directions. Think also about this company. This company has been in business for around 62 years. And they've created one product that has more than 2,000 official purposes. And what product is that? You all know WD-40. And what's the good thing about this? Someone has failed 39 times before they could actually get to a product which is called WD-40, which is water displacement 40. Someone failed 39 times. Have this in mind. This other company called Trigger Trap, they create awesome products for cameras. So you can have a camera that the trigger is triggered by some characteristics. And with this trigger you can create awesome shots like this. Ah, very good, good time. Like awesome shots like this, you know, like you set some parameters and based on temperature, based on lighting, based on sound, it triggers and creates picture. I hope I'm not sued by those pictures, but in case I get sued, I'll buy and make a cereal box out of that. So, but look at this, look what happens, right? This company, they failed on a $500,000 Kickstarter project. It's one of the largest in Kickstarter, and Kickstarter is here to help me on this slide. So they have failed. And why they have failed? They have a few lessons I'll talk about. Their lessons and then my lesson. Lesson number one, fail faster. It took them too long to fail. It took them too long. They spent a lot of money in the project, and then it took them too long to fail. So these are the other lessons. I'm not going to go through over this lesson now, but these are their lessons. So you can take a look. What were the lessons and why? How was it that they failed? So I'll talk about then. What does it have to do with DevOps? I know this is kind of hard to read. That's also part of this slide. So what does failing has to do with DevOps? I think the main word here we have with failure and DevOps, it's about experimentation. You know, DevOps must not be an environment that punishes experimentation. Must not be an environment that punishes failure. And if you can't try yourself stuff, it's impossible for you to innovate, right? You cannot just innovate when you don't try stuff out. Like, so I just tried it myself. There is no problem with the projector here. In fact, it's a Panasonic projector right there. You know? But you have to try stuff. So what do I do then as a DevOps? Right? So what do I do, right? So me as a DevOps, what should I do? So this is like a few lessons that I've put out, ideas, like talking to friends. I'm not that old. I cannot say that I have 35 years of whatever experience, but like talking to people. And there's a few of them. One of them is like, see your project as R&D, or any activity as R&D, but more as research than development, because research is about trying things out. And development is about making things work regardless of the results. And this is a very boring slide. We all work with technology. I mean, I had to bring one boring slide. But you have to have tools, right? It doesn't matter what you do, in what stage you are. I mean, there's no way to run away from tools. You need software that would automate things. And this is also the problem that we have, that we normally expect change in our projects. So yeah, I'm ready to change. I'm ready if a change comes. But then you're not ready if a failure comes. So I say this: you should expect more failure than change. And this is the subject matter expert role comes here. If you think about containers, I'm just saying this word once, right? No, not saying the D word. It's like your projects are moving from lots of VMs to lots of containers, right? And you really have to pray for your boss. So yourselves, look at your agenda and see how much time your boss is worried about keeping things running than about making your place a better workplace. So if you are the boss, hope someone prays for you. And then the end result, that failure and success, they are on the same path, you know? You see, like, to achieve success, you have to have achieved failure lots of time before that. So that's why I see that DevOps has a great responsibility. Failure and success are the same road, and thanks very much for your time.